Painful feeding isn't normal, and this could mean it's a sign of a poor attachment or a poor latch. So let's fix this one. Welcome to Healthy Beginnings Initiative, and I am Hilda, your lactation counselor and your transformational genomic wellness consultant. Today, on this video, let us discuss what are the positions we can use while we breastfeed our baby and also see the basics of a good latch. So, let us understand this with a diagram. So here, let us see the anatomy of the breast at first. So we have the breast tissue and we have the breast tissue moving on into the areola part or the darkened area of our breast, which ends up into the nipple. In the breast tissue, we have basically the tissue area, and here we have our alveoli, or which is the milk secreting ducts. They have the cells and the muscles. Here the milk gets produced and then they make their way out into these fine tubules, which then head towards the areola part of the breast, which is the darkened area. Here the milk gets collected, ready for the baby to be consumed. Now this heads into the nipple. Now this is where we do not want the baby to be attached. If the baby gets attached on the nipple and starts biting on the nipple, the mother is going to start having pain, which causes the painful breastfeeding, and the baby will not get the milk. So this will make the baby irritable and have a fuss while he eats. So we want the baby to be attached over the areola part or the blackened area. Here the baby will be able to squeeze on the areola and allow the milk to move into his mouth, which helps in a good attachment. Let us see next what is the position for a good latch versus a poor latch. So here we have now the picture of a good and a poor attachment. So here we have the good attachment and here we have the poor attachment. So the four signs of a good attachment are: the baby's mouth is wide open, like as though he's eating a hamburger. His lower lips will be curled outside. His chin will be touching to the mother's breast, and you can see more of the areola or the blackened part of the breast on the above rather than the below. Exactly opposite of this are the poor attachment. That is, the baby's mouth is not wide open, the chin is not touching the breast, the lower lip is not curled outside, and you can see the areola all over, meaning the baby is attached on the nipple rather than on the areola. So these are the signs of a good attachment versus a poor attachment. Let us see next the basic positions we can use while we breastfeed the baby. So let us consider what the mother needs to see while she is sitting to breastfeed her baby. Even when the mother sits, she needs to be comfortable herself first. So the mother needs to sit on a well padded or a well arranged chair or a bed which supports her back, and also her feet needs to be supported on the ground, meaning she should not be tiptoeing or placing her feet on the toes for a long period, because the mother will be breastfeeding for almost half an hour to an hour in some cases. So the mother should be well supported and should be comfortable, so she can have pillows or a good seated chair which will help her to be comfortable while she breastfeeds. So this is what she must be avoiding arching of her back and not sitting properly on the chair or the bed. So do consider having a good support for the back and for the feet. Let us move into the different positions what we require to do or use while we breastfeed the baby. So I have my baby here to show you, to demonstrate the correct positions that we can use while we breastfeed. So if I hold the baby in my left hand and I feed the baby from the left breast, so this is called a cradle hold. The left hand with the left breast is called a cradle hold. Now let's say I hold my baby in my left hand but I feed from the right breast. This is called a cross-cradle hold. Next we have the football hold, where I support the baby's head and the body with my hand and my forearm, and I feed the baby from the left side. So this is called a football hold while the baby is supported with a pillow on the bed. This position gives me more leverage to have control over my baby and to leverage the breast towards the baby. I can do the same with my right hand too while supported the baby on the pillow. This is a very comfortable hold for most of the babies and the mothers. Then I have the laid back where the baby is on the mother's abdomen. This is called a laid back position. And I have the side lying position where the mother is side lying on the bed and the baby is on the side. These are the 5 basic positions we can use for breastfeeding, and whichever is comfortable for the mother. Once again, just to remember, while we hold the baby for breastfeeding, we must make sure that the baby's head, neck, and the back remain straight, meaning the baby should not be twisting the head to reach out to the breast. So always the baby's head, neck, and back should be in a straight line. The baby should be well supported by the mother's hands, that is the body and the buttocks. The feet can be free, the hands can be free, and always the baby's tummy should not face towards the ceiling. The baby's tummy should face towards the mom's tummy, and the baby should be closely held towards the body. So these are another 4 sets of condition, that the baby is held straight in line, close to the body, baby's tummy facing to mother's tummy, and the baby is well supported. In this way, you will ensure that you are well supported, the baby is well supported, and you are comfortable during breastfeeding. So, in this video, we learned a lot. We learned about the anatomy of the breast. We learned about the poor attachment versus the good attachment. We also seen the different position the mother should be well comfortable and seated while she breastfeeds. Also, the 5 different positions or holds for the baby that we can use while we breastfeed the baby. Also, what are the 4 conditions we must keep in mind while we hold the baby during breastfeeding? Now, if this education was powerful to you and informative to you, what would happen is you would have a good breastfeeding experience. There would be no pain involved, and the baby would be drinking the milk comfortably without having a fuss on the breast. And also, this the baby also would have a good rhythmic sucking and swallowing reflex. So keeping all these points in mind, a good latch is a pain free feeding. So if you ever struggle with breastfeeding or have a painful latch, do reach out to your lactation counselor at any time of your breastfeeding journey. Do not hesitate, because breastfeeding is not painful. If this video was powerful and educative for you, do share this with your friends, family, and do subscribe to our channel for more such educational videos and information. We will meet in the next video.